Well, thank you very much for that gracious welcome. And in return, I have to say, it's a tribute to you and to Captain Ali that this movement has been, is gradually building and gaining steam. And what Nicola just said, I think, is brilliant. I think that's really a fantastic addition and another tool to fight this problem. Anyway, today we're gathering not just as individuals, but as members of diverse, interconnected world. We come from different faiths and traditions and backgrounds, yet we share a fundamental belief that in the dignity and worth of every human being. It is the shared moral foundation that compels us to confront one of the gravest injustices of our time, human trafficking. And that takes confront as well. It's not an easy thing to get people together, to talk about it, to do something about it, It requires a confront, and a lot of people don't have that confront. And that's in part why there is so much traffic going on today. And it's hidden. It's a global crisis, It affects millions of people and strips them of their freedom, exploiting their labor and violating their most basic rights. It doesn't discriminate based on nationality or religion or social status, and it's an affront to everything that we hold sacred. Whether we look at the Bible or the Quran or the Torah or any other sacred text. Every faith teaches compassion, justice, and the sanctity of human life. And yet in every corner of the world, traffickers operate in the shadows, profiting from the suffering of the vulnerable. And this is where interfaith collaboration becomes not just important, but essential. We are strongest when we stand together. Different faith communities possess unique resources, networks, and strengths that, when united, create a powerful force for change. And we need to bring this into our own communities, to bring it as an issue within our faith communities that we can raise and use the tools that are available to us to bring awareness and to help deal with the problem. By working together, we can educate our communities and advocate for stronger policies and support survivors on their path to healing. Religious organizations can offer spaces, faith leaders can raise awareness, and congregations can mobilize efforts to prevent trafficking and assist victims. Governments alone cannot eradicate this evil. It takes a moral outcry and a unified front. And when people of faith and goodwill come together, we remind the world that exploitation is not inevitable, but preventable. But awareness alone is not enough. We must take action. We must support organizations that fight trafficking, push for ethical consumer choices, and remain vigilant in our own communities. We ask ourselves, who is being left unheard? Who is being exploited in silence? What can we do today to be the voices of the oppressed? So let us move beyond dialogue and action, and let us turn faith into tangible change. Let us prove that love, compassion, and justice are not just words in our scriptures, but the guiding principles of our lives. Together, across faiths, across nations, we can be the light that breaks through the darkness of human trafficking, and we can restore dignity, freedom, and hope to those who have been denied it for long. And that is my vision of the interfaith aspect of it all. It is, we people of faith or none, or people of belief, whether it's religious or not. We have moral standards, we have ethical standards, and this corruption, bites into society. It corrupts society. And so, that is how interfaith, that is an interfaith perspective, should I say, on how interfaith can bring about change. And so we should all bring it into our communities through interfaith and however else we can get it applied. So, thank you very much.